you back here. Are you going to give me a few minutes to come back? Okay, I'll be ready in the next 10. Are we back? Nice to see you. Started doing this last week and decided to do it a second week in a row. It's been a lot of fun. I had to cancel the stream so I could run a credit card. So minor technical difficulties. There we go. There we go. All right. Yep, the learning curve, work in progress. Thanks everybody for showing up. Last week I had 3 devices. I had a dedicated camera and then a tablet, but it was through Facebook and the video quality wasn't very good. So I think I'll try it again next week. And I'll use a 2-camera thing. I got another phone, a Galaxy S9 that I can use as the camera. And then that will leave this phone open for running credit cards and stuff like that. But the angle's better. You guys can actually see the machines. and see me interacting with the customers. The light is a little funky. Nice, David. Actually sharpened a couple butter knives this morning. I'm pretty sure they were butter knives on the first part of the stream. The nice thing with the angle guides is it allows you to really put that factory looking edge right back on there with a crisp, clean bevel. And you can pick the exact angle you want. We're running it right about 16 and a half. Go. Things slowed down here for a minute. I'm actually caught up. If anybody has any questions or anything, please go ahead and ask. I'll try and answer them as I see them. I'm also going to try and get charger plugged into the camera phone. It's a good question, Gary. Good. I like the repeatability of using the angle guide. It's the honest answer. I mean, a convex cleaver edge, it's gonna be used for hard hitting. Some people, you could even technically argue that the angle's a little low for a cleaver. Convex edge would be stronger. If if something ever comes back to me and I never have had it come back, that's probably why. The only ones I really convex the edge on are coconut choppers, because those seem to be the ones that are, taking the hardest impact. I mean, I could go edge trailing and convex the edge. It's a preference thing, I guess. It's a good question, though. I gotta fiddle with this thing up here for just a minute. There we go. Right up here in the overhead bin, I've got a power strip. So I need to get it wired in if I'm going to be doing more of these with regular. There we go. So now I can plug this into the cam. Let me drop the fan. Let's see what else we can do here. If I do this, can you guys see the market? A little bit. Right now it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock, I think. So the sun came out. We just got the sun coming up behind the clouds right there. And it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Last week there wasn't a slow moment, and it looks like we got a couple pauses, but then it'll come in a flood here in a minute. Coming. There you go. Just talking to myself up here. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream with the. I got the live camera. Oh. In fact, one of the guys, I've got sharpeners. We're kind of doing a hangout together. He says, "Why didn't you convex the edge?" I said, "Well, I prefer the precision of the angle. If you have any trouble with that edge, if you're cracking bones, and if it rolls or chips, you bring it back and let me know." Okay. But
I probably won't. I'll probably just veggies.
Yeah. So if you're doing veggies with that, then it's got the 16 degree. It'll be perfect. So $8 for that. There we go out of 20. Todd, you're just the guy I need to talk to.
Oh, what do you know?
It's what you're gonna do.
I gotta do a lot. I gotta do a lot.
Thank you, sir.
They keep coming up with things for me. Where are we at? I think we're at 5 or 4. I think we're 5. 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 2.
Yep.
Double check. You got it on the list at home, or?
Quadruple. No, I think we're at 5. You're right.
Okay, so we got 2 to go. And I want to work out some sort of little side business thing. We had a great day. Yeah. So the online business is going off. I mailed out 8 packages yesterday.
And they want to hold.
And I want to put them in little sample packets of magnets. So I mean, if I can buy the little sample bags off you like you gave me that one time, and get a bulk of them that are ready to go. Okay. All right. Anybody listening in on that? Hey, sorry. There we go. Cords and cables. So that's the MacNut guy, and he's a friend of ours. His son actually bought my forge and my anvil because he's getting into forging. There we go. Thank you, sir. So what we're going to start doing is including little MacNut samples. And in the larger orders. And so fresh from Maui, fresh macadamia nuts in little sample bags. Probably on orders over 100, something like that. It's because the box will be bigger. We can't fit belts and that into the little box. So coming. That's cool. So much fun just to keep building and doing stuff like that. Yeah, it's just fun too. I mean, I've been trying to think of what to, some of the sharpeners, when they sharpen for groomers or things like that, they'll put a candy in with their order when they send it back. And they get known as the guy, when you get your stuff back from the guy, it's going to have a piece of candy in it. And it sounds silly, but, I can see myself being happy too. If I sent my scissors in to have somebody sharpen them and they sent them back and they were all sharp and there was a, peppermint lozenge in there, I'd be tickled. So we're gonna do fresh MacNuts and send little orders out with those. Little samples, a little something just to snack on. Yeah, this is. Yeah, this is weird. That it's actually quiet. I mean, last week there was not even a moment to talk to anybody, and I mean that's the way the market goes. But I was even before I turned on the camera at 7, I already had 2 jobs in the books before I even kicked the camera on. And moments like this, I'll pause for a minute and then I'll clean my truck and then somebody will show up. Hey, good morning.
I've got to hurry up before
Oh yeah.
I run out of money.
Please don't do that. Secret slices paper today.
Oh, very nice.
There we go. I leave them bitey, yeah, so they'll cut through the tomato. That's what you want.
Exactly.
There we go. So big and little, it's 13 altogether.
13, okay, good. I just have that much left.
Yep. 7 and 6.
Oh, look at that.
Perfect.
Yay, got $1 left.
Jeez.
Yay.
down to your bottom dollar.
I am.
That's what they call it, the bottom dollar, yeah?
I think that's like change in the bottom of your pocket. I know I was gonna go get more money this morning, but then I slept in. I couldn't believe it.
Every morning I get up at 5, for this market, I get up at 5 a.m. And I'm a night owl.
Are you?
I am.
Oh.
And so I get up and I grumble for about the first 20 minutes. Arrgh, stupid market. But
Then you have some coffee. And
yeah, then I chip her up. That's right. I turn into my normal happy self.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure, my dear. Anytime. This is so much fun. Hey, there he is.
I brought you one of my cutting boards so that
Oh my.
you can, instead of just cutting paper, you can maybe get some vegetables or something, show them like, tomato, watch this. And if you're gonna fuck around, I mean, fuck around nice. Here's my blade.
Okay.
Can you make it real beautiful and shiny?
Yeah, in fact, I don't have anything at the moment on my bench.
No, not right now. I mean,
No,
just
I
like,
can
whatever.
probably do it right now.
But here's a project I want you to do now. I just got this tortilla, and it's supposed to be a Smith & Wesson. It's brand new, and the blade is like shit. So I want you to put a blade on it.
Put an edge on that thing real quick. I've seen this. It's I actually watched how this has got a manual
Yeah.
So how's it?
So the safety's there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's the
That's the
actuator.
launch. Yeah.
And then
And then to redo it.
you push in here,
Yeah.
and that releases this button so
Got
that you
it.
can pull it back.
Okay. Cool. Got a nice fire on it, huh? Oh yeah.
Well, feel the edge. There's no edge.
There's no edge on either. Well, and it's interesting because of the way the angle of the steel, and then you put a bevel on top of that, and suddenly it's not slight. It's not a real. It's a steep. It's an interesting deal.
Yeah, I want it to have like a razor edge.
Okay, let's
It's
put it-
like,
So the razor edge.
I don't know if you can. I don't know what kind of if they
So
use cheap steel on it
here's
or
what's
what.
going to
What do you
happen.
think?
They put. So look at it like the roof of a house.
Okay.
The angles of the blade are like this, and then the bevel up on top is actually out like this.
Oh shit.
And they put the bevel out like that so you don't get this huge bevel going down the side. And so if blade is like this.
Why did they not put a bigger bevel on this side?
For looks.
Oh, it's just for looks?
I think a lot. So if I make it sharper and decrease the angle so it cuts better, the bevel is going to go. You're going to end up with a large bevel coming down the
Oh
side.
hell, I don't care about that.
Okay. And they'll be symmetrical and they'll match and they'll look
Yeah,
gas.
but I think that was stupid of them just to make a blade look pretty. Well, to them is pretty. I'd rather it be, functional. Form should be function.
So somewhere. This is where I should have my laser angle so we can actually see. I've got the tool. I just don't know what I did with it.
Really?
I bought a tool and then I lost it apparently.
But you got a tool that with a laser you can actually see the
Angle.
of the.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. It was a Kickstarter.
Oh, you bought it on Kickstarter? I buy so many shit from Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on like 5 or 6 different products.
He took.
You know what? I bought one of these things, a mini me.
Yeah.
It's like this
Oh, the
big.
the Ken Onion Work Sharp.
The little tiny one.
Yeah.
But the idiots, so what they do is they send me 2 bags full of different pads.
Yeah.
Okay.
The belts.
The belts.
Yeah.
That, and they don't have. There's no cord for it. I want to throw it away.
There's no cord for it.
Yeah, it has like a little where you got to plug it in,
Yeah.
a DC cord or
Right.
whatever.
Bring it here to the shop. I got all the belts for that size. And maybe I'll just buy that.
Yeah,
I'd be interested in seeing it.
I'll bring it to you. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Rather than me throw it away, I was so pissed off that it's like, why
Yeah.
are you gonna go give somebody a machine that has like a little outlet thing, right?
And they didn't
you
send
don't give you the cord for it.
Well,
How
I got
stupid is
with
that?
my electronic background, I got cords and cables. I keep them. I could do a YouTube video showing what kind of stuff it does. All right, I'm gonna get this
I'll
thing.
bring it over to you and I'll give it to you.
Okay, bud.
All right.
All right, man. That guy's so cool. He's the sushi chef that we did comparisons on how they sharpen knives in Japan and how they test for sharpness. He wants me to mirror polish that yanagi for him. I'll show it in a minute. So this is double blade, double bevel. What am I trying to say here? It's got an edge on both sides. And we're going to try and keep that needle point tip and make it sharp. It doesn't even feel like it has an edge to it. There you go. Hey there, good morning. Okay. Promises. Yes, ma'am. Gardening tools, scissors. Everything's under 10. That's the short answer, easy answer. I try and keep it. In 2 years, I've only not been here 3 days. Of course it was. I'll see you next week. The trick to doing these, I call them 4 facets because there's two angles and then 2 angles. And you want all 4 of those facets to come together. The real trick to it is use the angle guide. Holy shit, dude. That's too much.
13 pounds. No, you just put it in your freezer.
No, that's too much.
Put it in your freezer.
Okay.
And when you have it, you can just keep doing it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I owe you?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
It's 13 pounds. I'll tell you I paid 9. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I have to pay for the box.
So, like,
27 grams.
this is so much more than I need. You got something half this size?
Just take it and we'll work on it later. We'll
Okay.
work on it later.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the little bags, you got more of those.
Yes, I do. I'll bring you more of those. I didn't have enough today, but
No,
I'll
that's
bring
more.
you
That's more than enough. I'm only going to be putting them in orders over 100.
There you go.
So bigger orders, we'll get a small package of the Mac nuts.
Perfect.
How many pounds is this?
13.
Okay, I'll keep them in the freezer right away so they stay. Oh my God, dude.
Just don't let them in the sun.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right.
To
All right, dude. 13 pounds fresh mac nuts. I said I just wanted a couple mac nuts to put in little gift bags to give people. 13 pounds. Okay. Hope somebody's seeing that. All right, checking the bevels carefully. Make sure they're all identical and that they're hitting right on the center line of the spine. This one looks like it's a little bit, no, it's right there. All right, let's go. So with this, I know he wants it to feel sharp, and right off the edge leading 600, it's got a nice bite to it. And I don't want to polish that off. I want it to feel, when you touch it, I want it to feel dangerous, yeah? Like it's gonna slice you. So I'm just gonna lightly hit it on the strop, just touch it.
you sharpen machetes?
I do, very much, every day.
Okay, I'll have to bring that.
$10. Machetes are $10. You can shave with them. I mean, not that you would, but
You're right.
you could.
I'll bring it back.
Okay, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Somebody was asking, we're running 6 micron spray, 3 micron, 6 micron. I'm just barely using it though, so we're really trying to leave that nice tooth formation on the edge. So now I'm just picking out the belts. I'm going to try, these are 2-inch wide Trizacs. I'm going to try and mirror polish the Yanagi. Of course, the less aggressive I start, the less work I've got to do as I continue. Hey there.
How's it going?
Haven't seen you for a hot minute.
Yeah, I was on a water fast last weekend.
How'd that work out for you?
The first 2 days were okay. The third one was rough.
Yeah.
Not because of no food. I wasn't hungry. I lost too many electrolytes and didn't realize it.
Yeah.
And I was kind of in a
Did you get oozy woozy or?
oh yeah, lightheaded, dizzy, weak, heart beating weird.
Yeah.
Your body needs minerals.
Yeah. I've been doing a little bit of some intermittent fasting myself, and I'm doing 1 meal a day right now, but it's a small portion. Just trying to just fight back the gluttony that I indulged myself in for the last 6 months or a year. Let's be honest about it. And I was videoing last week, and I played the video back, and I went, oh my god. I'm turning into a little blobbo. All that hard work, all that time in the gym, and sit down on your butt and eat, and that's what happens. So I started doing some nice fasting. I've actually been just minimizing my caloric intake for the first part of the day and doing 1 meal. But I've done some pretty good water fasts, or the cayenne pepper and the lemon. I think the maple syrup and the cayenne pepper is just to make you think you're doing something. There's nothing there. I mean, how many energy calories are you getting out of a little bit of maple syrup?
Well, cayenne heats your body up so it burns calories faster.
So it burns better, but it's not really helping you much, is it? That's beautiful. What is that thing?
You're not going to believe what this is.
Banana?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I bought it because of the flower, and after I bought it, I looked down and I'm like, oh my god, there's bananas on this
Well, there
thing.
you go.
Isn't that adorable?
You'll find yourself a banana
You
tree.
usually see it like.
That's right. I recognize it. That's cool. Are you gonna plant it?
No, it's for a flower arrangement.
Okay. What a trip. What a cool color. Really a pretty color. Nice.
Back to customers.
Nice to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Bye.
See you, hon. Hey. Good. How you doing? Ah, I love it. Would you like it cleaned up a little bit?
That was, I bought it with my son in Japan a couple years ago, and then I put it in vinegar, and I forgot I left it. Like that's what she had said to clean it to get the stains off.
Right.
And I'm such an idiot. I left it in there, and I left like for 20 minutes, and I came back and it was stained.
The vinegar forces a patina, but
Okay.
it's no problem. I can make that. Actually, it's perfect. I'm live streaming, so I'm going to share with my fellow sharpeners.
Oh,
And this one was just left to me by a Japanese sushi chef who trained in.
oh my God, it looks
It actually is very similar. And he trained in Japan, and this has got his name in it, and he wants me to mirror polish it. So we're doing a little some. What I'll do is we'll just give you a satin finish. It'll look like $1 million.
my son will be.
Okay. Yeah, of course, you guys. Give me a little bit.
Half hour?
10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
Of talk.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
Well, it worked out.
Perfect. Here's a great example. So I'm not going to mirror polish the other one, but this guy's dropped this one off. And let me try and get some light on it. Sorry, the lighting's so hard. And then the backside, fully tarnished. And so this is, to me, the perfect application, especially on that slight concave, whereas Scotch-Brite will remove the damage or remove the tarnish without damaging the knife. If you like a satin finish, of course. How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good, man. You got any questions, just ask. I got a buff and polish over here, and I'll do a half-half so we can do a comparison.
So if it says 650, is that how much that knife is?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a handmade titanium frame, highest quality steel, out of my price range.
I do. I love knives, but yeah, not that much.
I'm a Spyderco guy myself.
Yeah.
Or a Kershaw. If I lose my Kershaw, I don't cry about it. I go buy another $30 Kershaw.
Yeah. Most expensive one I've ever bought was $140.
Yeah.
came to find out that yeah, I got kind of ripped off on.
Well, I'm trying to keep my prices almost the same as what you could get from Amazon,
Yeah.
but you can put it in your hand and feel it.
Yeah.
You know,
I've got back control.
it's tough. And same with these products here. Every one of them is fairly market priced and they're high quality because I live here.
Hey, you gotta make a living somehow.
Well, that's right. If I can get the reputation for having them on the island
Yeah.
and they're not overpriced,
Hey, that's where to go. Right off. Have a good one, bud.
you too. Can you guys see the difference? These ones here, for the 2x36, and I'm going to be expanding out into 2x48. Scotch Brights, Trizacs, Cubitrons, and the felt belt. This is like a pro wrestler belt. It's so big and thick. This is the 2x36 felt. That's the coarse grit Scotch Brite. These are what I call, hey, it's Red Angry Bird, bud. Good to see you, man. These are what I call low-hanging miracles because you can touch it on that belt, and when you hand it back to them, they are amazed at what you just did, which always feels good. So now I'm going to do the front side. The machine's running at 1800 RPM, so we're at slow speed. I don't believe this one's ever been sharpened. It does have a slight convex to it. There's a very subtle convex to that. There we go. Maybe a little. That's just the So remove the damage. Then you get out the whetstones and you go like this for a while, right? Belt's going down. Light touch to the back. We're going to leave that hairline there, that razor line. They call it a thread line, I think. And then we're just going to follow the convex that's already there. Basically applying a new micro bevel.
I'm loving my sharp shears still. He came over and gave me some really sharp scissors. I'm cut myself.
No!
It's a good thing.
Where do you work?
I'm like Oliver and Co.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
It took me a little bit. Everyone's been really happy down there.
I'm sure, yeah.
Excellent. Don't cut yourself.
I'll try not
Oh my God. There we go. So there was a micro bevel on here, and I just lightly convex that micro bevel. This isn't bullnose. There's no. Sorry, it's not showing up very good. Basically, convexing it just for a little strength because this angle has got to be 3 degrees, and so we've just added a little bit to that edge. The backside is just lightly touched to give it a ride line, or they call it a thread line, and it is bitey sharp. Like the sushi guy told me, you put it on your thumb and you feel the drag. You want a nice, refined but sticky drag to it. Yeah, Scotch-Brite belts. So I'm going to hand this back to him. What do you charge, right? $8 is my large knife price, $2 more for sushi knives, and $5 to buff and polish it. So that's a $15 job. And you saw me take a little extra time just because I'm slow enough I could. It looks like it's brand new, 15 bucks. They'll be happy, I'm happy, let's go. Hey kiddo.
Hello.
No, not right now. I'm trying to get some of the older ones. The little, no, that one's been there. Yeah, that one's been there.
This is a new one.
Maybe.
Bye.
Okay, see you, Kim. Did you guys see the Mac nuts? Am I blocking the view? I want to say thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. This is kind of fun. You know, I'm still new to doing this like everything else. There's first time for everything. This is second time. Angle's better. Trying to interact with you guys more. Try to get a better comment thing, a secondary thing, so I can actually read and follow comments. Yeah, sorry guys. It's actually getting warm and everyone's running around in skimpy clothes and tank tops. It's pretty rough here. Sorry. Another guy in Chicago, he asked me if I wanted to move out there or trade him, and no, we're good. Well, should I try and mirror polish this Unagi? It's a little quieter. Last week was blasting, and this week's a little quieter. It's fine. I'm going to flip over to here, and we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to take the Scotch-Brite off. I can always Scotch-Brite the top surface later, but he wants a mirror polish on this edge. This one doesn't look patinaed. This guy takes care of his tools. This one's actually got his name stamped in it, which is cool. All right, I'm gonna quit talking and get something done while I can. So I'm gonna try to start with a 400 grit. I got an A100 if I need it, but I want to try to start with an A45. So that's 1800, but I'm going to slow it down. Okay, that's 900 RPMs. .400 grit Trizac, A45, 900 RPMs. All we're doing is polishing. We're not removing material. Well, technically you are removing material, right, if you're polishing. What we're doing is trying to determine what the surface with one pass. And so if my platen is flat, then this edge, that right there, it wasn't actually flat. It was slightly concave. How long have you had this one, Morgan?
7 years.
Yeah. It's got the 7 years to it, but it's also got the well loved and cared for part to it.
I used that blade when I opened the restaurant in Takayama,
Where's Takayama?
the northern part of Japan, about
Okay.
4 hours north of Tokyo.
So you actually had a restaurant there in Japan.
I still do.
Wow,
It's a
man.
Restaurant and bar. So I gave it to my mother for her retirement.
That's badass, dude.
She makes about $4 million a year for her retirement.
What's amazing is I see a lot. Actually, I just did one. It's cool. This one came right after you handed me this one. This guy gave me this one. He said, "Can you fix it?" It was all rusty. He said I left it soaking in vinegar.
Oh my God.
And it was like mottled, splotchy brown.
Who does that? You know those high carbon grades are going to be weaker.
Wow. So that's a Scotch-Brite, with the scuffy pad. Actually, I forgot to do the Scotch-Brite.
But that's an amazing recipe because you cut a lemon with a blade like that,
Yeah.
and you just set it down. It's
That's
going to be
right.
rusted.
So she left it for 20 minutes. Yeah. So, and I'm always following. In fact, I just told them that it's the bite test.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think of how that feels for an edge.
Maybe a little too dirty? No, it's good. It's very quick here.
Yeah. I thought
Feel it's
just a little bit.
the very tip there. That can be sharper.
Yeah,
Like
it
the rest of the blade coming down here. Where you slice, normally you're slicing this way anyway. So and you follow through. You use the tip discipline only when you normally use the base when you're doing
Right.
this type of for tenderizing and like new guy and king clams, things like that.
Right.
And then you use the tip discipline when you're doing hirame.
Okay. Oh, right. When you're peeling the little pieces off.
Yeah, hirame. So it's thin, and then you turn the knife blade up.
Oh,
So
okay.
it creates like this, like
Okay.
a wave. So that when you plate it on the plate, you can
Oh, okay.
create
It took me a minute.
cranes.
Right. I've seen them do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you do want it. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, it's a little less bitey there than it is right there. But
It's a nice blade. They'll be impressed.
yeah. That's what I call. I was telling the
They'll be
guys in my
impressed by
chat.
what you did. You just totally like.
It's called low-hanging miracles. So yours, I'm not going to touch this upper surface just because it's got that beautiful multicolored thing going on. And this is where I've just started to.
No,
It's polished.
if you can actually polish the entire blade, I don't care about the color.
It's tough to do. It's harder. Let me start with this. You know what? When I'm all done, maybe I'll just try it with the buffer only, and I'll try to buff that. But this is so nice and flat. Basically, I'm putting this on this flat surface here. I'm going super slow. So basically, it was an explode. The first,
You're just following the shinogi.
I'm just following flat on flat, and then we see how flat yours is.
Well, that's actually when I sharpen the blade. I sharpen it.
Slightly.
No, I just follow the shinogi. I'm lazy that way. I just go like this, and
No,
I put my
that's right.
fingertips on. So I'm watching TV,
Yep.
and and then I
Right.
move my fingers
And do it again.
over to the next
Yep.
section and do it again 10 times.
Yep.
Over 10 times, and then I start from the beginning. I test the edge.
And because you're doing it uniform on a flat surface, when I put it on a flat surface,
Same thing.
same thing.
Just follow the shinogi, and it's just going to be good.
All right, I'll keep playing.
Hello, this morning. Yeah. Well, I just got through hiring somebody. Thank you. Got any come lately?
Yeah. So you see,
I'm having the hardest time hiring people. $30 an hour, just general
for
labor.
what?
General labor.
Jesus Christ.
No brainer required. All you got to do is it's hard work.
All right.
But you got to show up and you got to work hard.
What kind of construction is it?
Demolition. So because it's demolition, they have to go and haul off blocks and chunks of concrete and mortar and
Okay.
it's just labor.
Labor,
I'm
man.
handling the machines, the jackhammer, 150 pound jackhammer, and
Wow, dude.
everything else. Don't have to shit. I mean, who pays $30 an hour for that? Nobody.
Nobody I know.
They're hiring carpenters, experienced carpenters for $30 an hour.
So this is the coarsest grit I'm going to use. Like I was just telling them too, if you have a coarse to fine grit progression, you want to try to go as fine as possible. You don't want to go to the coarsest belt first. And so I went about halfway, and so this is the satin finish we're getting just with my coarsest belt. And that's just from a few minutes. I'm really excited that this thing's going to pop up. And right here, there's just a little bit of a little. It's interesting how when you run it on a machine, the perfectly flat surface and the consistent motion will show the inconsistencies of human sharpening. So this is where a little more work was done or something happened. It's very, or it could have been the actual manufacturing process. Wasn't perfectly, we're talking, like perfect.
That's a Matsumoto blade.
There's a guy, somebody just turned me on to a YouTube channel where the Japanese knife maker kid in the factory just sets the camera down and starts grinding. and you get to see him doing all the stone, like the big whetstone that's slinging mud on the wall, and they're just doing all the stuff. And so you can really take a lot out of the manufacturing process. You can follow along with how they're doing the angles in the manufacturing process. So this is going to be a maze ball. So you want me to try and you want me to try and nail this top edge too?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to keep.
Take your time with it.
I will.
Don't worry about it.
That's the beauty of it.
Any case, put it up.
Oh yeah. 7 for him.
We didn't even look at him.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, actually I.
It looks great. I don't see the difference other than the blade is really sharp, right?
Yeah, exactly. And 13, 15. So the bevel's a little bigger. It actually didn't get as big as I thought it would. But now it's got a bite. I left it with a bite.
You know how you can tell the difference between a super sharp and a semi-sharp? When you put your thumb against the edge,
Yeah.
you'll feel the ridges of your fingertip.
Yeah.
The actual ridges.
Well,
And you'll feel it.
You got any left? All I got is scar tissue. All right.
When I do tiling, I'm the same way.
Your Yanagi is safely here in the drawer of safety. And then we're going to do it. I'll have it back for you next week.
Yeah, and next week I'm going to I'll remember to bring that little stupid machine.
Okay. I'll put the pin back in. And honestly, Morgan, I won't use the cutting board. I just don't have time. The cutting board, but.
Take it home. Use it at home.
Oh, bro. All right, man. Hey, guys.
Pick it up.
Okay, come on in. Which one? Oh, okay. There you go. Yes. So, $15. Is that acceptable?
It is. Can I give it 10?
I apologize. I normally try to be really good with clear communication beforehand, but it's 8 for the sharpen, 2 because it's Japanese, single bevel, and then 5 for the erasing of past sins for absolution.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet, you guys.
We'll be back.
Okay, anytime.
With the knife, we'll bring it.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for waiting.
Yeah.
Seen it a few times.
Oh my God.
Pretty dirty now too. I forgot I was
No. Have I hit this before?
No, first time I've ever met you.
Okay. All right, excellent. I'm Cliff. I love Spider Coast.
And I've had that thing for like probably 12 years now.
Okay. You want me to get a little satin polish while I'm at it, or you want to just hit the edge?
Yeah, no, clean her up, man. I love it, so I might as well treat it good.
All right.
And this one, I'm pretty sure it came factory with a double bevel. But sometimes I'll hit it up and I don't, I'm just hitting it with the stone.
Right. So this will have a like factory. It'll be just like it came from the factory, only sharper.
Yeah.
And then this normally you want to try and keep it as single beveled as possible. And I got a special tool to put the reserrations right back in.
Maybe I'm using the wrong term. So like, so on. So basically, like when it was new, it had like one angle up top and then a lesser angle.
Micro bevel? Normally they don't come with a micro bevel.
Yeah, like when you looked at it, it had like two bevels.
Interesting.
But I trust.
Do trust me. It'll have a 16-degree razor sharp edge. It'll be perfect for you. All right, I'm gonna do that.
How long do you think? 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yep, I'm all up. So give me 10. I'll have it ready.
Thank you very much.
Dean, I have done some acid etching. My first couple knives I pimped out. I actually wish Radio Shack hadn't closed down because it's hard to find some of that stuff out here. I was getting my etching supplies from Radio Shack, but not anymore. All right. So the sushi knife came out good. There's a Spyderco Police, I believe it is. Yeah, Police. It's got some corrosion and stuff. And I'm just going to go through the process for him. Whew. What's it like out there, John?
It's percolating.
It looks like it's a little bit on the the warmer side.
It's all of a sudden improved, yeah.
I've been
it was
slow-
kind
I've
of
been-
cold this morning.
I've been a little slower today.
You've been slower?
Yeah, I've actually.
I've been slower too, yeah. It's just picking up now.
That's all right. If you have time, incorporating a restoration step into your sharpening process will, especially if you don't tell them and they get it back and it looks like $1 million and they weren't expecting it to be that nice looking. All right, let's go. Seriously. Little cord. I am going to sharpen the serrations on this real quick. There's actually still some discoloration there. I should probably, I'll just come in. Oh, everything edge trailing, of course. I know people ask me a lot how you do serrations, and I don't give an easy answer. It's part of it's intuition and learning. There's different ways to handle them. First, I'm just going to deal with this. You can see it's a little bit rounded over on top. Somebody's done a halfway decent job with the whetstone. We're going to put it back to a factory bevel. You can see it's kind of rounded and muddled. The trick is just to have a steady wrist and hold it flat on the. I hold it flat on the surface, and then yeah, for individual serrations, I'll show you guys the tool. I'm just being careful. I got my tip. Now I'm just making sure that the bevel on both sides is the same, so it's perfectly centered. This side here is a little bit less. Just a light touch, and now it's the same size on both sides. So CRKT makes this little trip. And it has, this is a diamond, medium. It's not super coarse, medium grit diamond. I'd say somewhere around 800 maybe. And then there's these little version too. So it's got 1, 2, 3 different serration sizes, 4, 5, 6. And then there's a handle that goes on too, but I never use the handle. So between these two things, you can always pretty much, I probably should just screw this together so I don't lose it. The handle's supposed to screw in there. But so that tool can do any size serration if you need to do them by hand. And of course, Spyderco serrations are notorious. The small ones are extra small. Sometimes when people have already been at them, these have been a little bit abused. More than a little bit. It's hard to show it on camera. But, you know, if you're just going to bring up a crisp, fresh edge, you can use the diamond serrations. But these have actually been previously attempted. They're all chewed up. So I'm going to go to some different options. Hey there.
How are you?
I am kicking butt, taking names.
Busy?
I was, and then it got slow, and now I always keep myself occupied.
Can you do this for me?
Of course, of course. Wow, what a beauty. Oh my. How old are those?
Oh,
Yeah. I like the old. The old steel is the good steel.
yeah.
Amazing. All right, give me, are you gonna do the market? Walk
Yeah.
around real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have them ready for you by the time you get back. I'll be ready in the next 15 minutes.
Okay, great.
Gorgeous. It's funny.
Thank you so much.
You do them long enough, I can just spot that they're not damaged, or they just need that
Yeah.
edge put back on them. So somebody's really taking care of them. I can just
My
tell.
husband.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, I'll make sure I treat them just as well.
Thank
We'll
you,
just
dear.
put a nice edge on. We'll give them right back to you.
Okay.
See you in a bit. So what I'm going to use on this is I've got a aluminum oxide wheel. I couldn't find it. Of course, you can never find the one you need. It's a cone. And so the cone, you can use the fine part of the cone to do the small serrations and the large part to do the back. I'm just going to focus on the bigger serrations right now with this. Slow speed like everything. Yeah. Warm up there, isn't it?
It is. And not windy. I thought it might be windy.
No, it's hardly a. There's hardly a not even a gust is moving. Hey, what happened here? Go, go. Wow, that's weird. Okay, there we go. Alright, don't mess with me. How you doing?
Going to a hunting party tonight. Or I guess a party with hunters. And I'm told to bring a sharp knife. So I brought a
Interesting. I'm streaming, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got my sharpener bros. They're all hanging out. They're trying to learn all my secret ways. That's why I'm down here. Yeah, so they can't see me up close.
Where is the camera?
Right there.
Oh, it's that. It's the phone.
There we go. So 2 different types of wheels, slow speed, and then I'll take the burr off from the back. What you got, girl?
Something simple, nothing fancy. It's one of those
Just the
simple
way I
days.
like it. Just the way I like it. And you're going, is this a, when you say a
It's a
hunting party?
camp out. It's a camp out.
Well, you want the nice super toothy bitey slicey edge. You don't want those little refined little polished edges, do you? But little.
Oh, something functional.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to be humorous, but you don't want one of those. You don't need one of
A
those diggity.
respectable edge, because this is just bad.
Well, yeah. We're gonna step it up from there. All right.
And
You want me to do it now?
I'm just getting here, so there's totally time.
You're not gonna forget me, are you?
I will remember you fondly.
Okay.
Any requests from around?
No, I'm good. Thank
Okay.
you. I'm all good. Actually, a nice coffee wouldn't be a bad deal.
Done.
Okay. Anytime. Take your time. I still got a little bit of my energy drink. With me.
Any cream or...
Cream and sugar if you got it, and it's coming.
Okay.
Yeah. Just anything's great. As long as it's cold and caffeinated, I'll take it. See you later. I am a busy boy. God damn, it's a thing of beauty. I love it when my own work impresses me sometimes.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, dude.
Can you, I got this, doesn't really need
Oh, wow, it's a cocoa
I just
thingy.
want to see if you could, just,
Is it a cocoa thingy?
yeah, I was gone for a while, and everything just kind of sat. I just want to see if you could just, run something over it and just kind of,
Remove all that gunk?
Yeah, and then same thing,
I got the gunk
I'll
remover
pay you a
right
couple
here.
extra bucks or whatever
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
could do that for me.
Does this need
Those-
sharpened or does it
It
just need-
doesn't, but the tip of it is sharp as, dude, that thing is so sharp,
Oh, I
be
see
careful.
it.
I've dropped it on my foot, it'll cut you like you would not believe.
It's not that scary.
But it's sharp. It doesn't look sharp, but it usually,
I can make it, sure.
you
Yeah.
put a little bit on it for sure. It does
One of the ways you can tell if it's sharp.
grabs into your nail.
Yeah.
It could be sharpened a little bit.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Sure.
I don't doubt that it was. I can
Yeah.
tell by its angle and its polish that this thing was
Times.
splicing hairs
Dude,
off.
I've literally pulled out meat back in the day. I'd slip.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Because it's a weird shape too, and you almost don't even recognize
It was
that it's.
sitting on a counter too, and it fell,
Ah.
and it landed on top of
Ah.
it, and it put a really nice hole in my foot.
Ah.
Coconut, but it's one that was made in Thailand. So it's like these products people have on counter. Yeah, it's cool. Like, got it.
What else are we doing for you?
Oh, so I got the machete, and then I just got my little everyday carry. So I just need the new sharp on that little minimalist piece.
Okay. You got it. Yeah, that's polishing right up. So.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, that's
No super biggie. I will charge fairly and accordingly, and it'll be minor. What is this used for again?
Coconut meat tool.
Coconut meat tool, right?
But the nice thing about that one is, unlike the one that you can buy at Lana,
Right.
the ones at Lana, they bend.
Yeah,
They're
I've
real
seen
thick.
them.
Yeah, that thing's got that thick back on
Yeah,
it.
no, the ones that I've seen them, they're almost like a.
That's a crowbar. You can pull hard meat out of a coconut and
Yeah, you can.
just pops it
And it's
right
not
out.
gonna bust here.
Exactly.
Your weak spot looks to me like it could be the handle.
You can see too. Yeah. Eventually it'll need to be thick.
That's cool. I like these hard steel, old, authentic tools. Can you imagine being back in the Wild West like 100 years ago? And like, I watched this one guy on the tube there, and he makes his own tools.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the first thing he went out to the forest. The first thing he did was he built a forge so that then he could anvil and smith and quench harden the drill that he's going to use to build his log cabin and the chisel. Hi there. Yes. Ooh, this is the cuticle nippers are usually a no, but or fingernail clippers no.
No, okay.
Yeah.
So what happens when they get dull?
Well,
People
most
just
of-
throw them away because this was very expensive.
If you bring to me,
Yes.
I will look at it and I can see if, because the expensive ones, maybe yes.
Okay.
If it's the cheap one made in China,
No. This is from Germany.
yeah. So if they're a very high quality, they're almost like surgical tools,
Exactly.
then I can probably do it.
Remind me of it. Yeah.
He's pretty talented, so I'd bring it to him. I'd take
Yeah,
a
yeah,
look at it.
because-
I'll look and see.
I mean, what do? I send it back to the factory in Germany for them to
It's just like this tool here. Everything's gonna have an angle, and so if I can see the angle, then I can make it sharp.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you had me at Made in Germany.
Right, yeah, that was the kicker right there. That's when everything changed. It's like, okay, well,
Crazy. I'm live streaming today too. I've got 15 or 20 people watching.
oh, nice.
I got my little crew hanging.
Well,
Trying-
everyone down here, all the crazy weird things people bring me in Maui.
Yeah, that's right. That's kind of true. So that thing, I'm just gonna hit it. I think I got it. All right, so we got all the tarnish off, and then we will just. Oh yeah. Yeah, what an interesting tool.
Yeah, they got obviously over there in Thailand, those guys kind of figured out, they know.
Yes, they do.
It's like you see that and you go, nobody knows what they're doing here.
Okay, so there's that one. Sweet. Yeah. Got a little residue on it. Let's make it a residue free.
Yeah, I noticed it was like, oh, I'm like, I gotta get this cleaned up, like, so I go on for a while.
That is the edge
Awesome.
you're looking for. It looks like
Oh my goodness!
looks like a mirror polished thumbnail.
What the heck is that? That's amazing!
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh!
That's the kind of. See if that sticks to your fingernail.
Oh my goodness! Woo!
No, that's.
I got a pack of gum. I'm gonna stick it right in here. I swear to gosh.
Do you need it that sharp? I don't know.
I'm definitely not gonna let anybody else use it. I'll tell you that. So,
That's a good move. Hey there. This little guy. Let's do it with a. I try
I
to.
love those things, man. I've just been using that everywhere. I carry that
This
with me
little thing?
all day now, and I
Yeah.
use it. Oh my! Use it for cutting plants at my
Yeah.
clients' properties, just everything. It's
Yeah.
so wonderful.
Even though it's so small.
It's really turned into this like awesome. I climb with it, the coconut trees. I look down on my waist. It's great.
Perfect. Well, and you never feel like it's holding you down too. Where do you don't carry it on your neck though? It's not a neck knife.
It is what it is. It's a neck knife. I don't carry a neck knife. I just do the belt with.
I don't think I would.
Right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's super flat.
How do you clip it to your belt? Oh, it's got a.
I'm gonna put it back on actually right now, but it's got a slide. It comes with that.
That is just about.
It's just, I mean, and then the length on it is just perfect. I mean,
Oh my
you can
God.
see, like, thick.
That's
It's
perfect.
just gone.
And then when you need it,
It's right there. I really like it.
it's amazing.
Super helpful. I love it.
You guys dropping off?
I was gonna say you got some scissors to sharpen. Jump on it.
Hey guys, go ahead and send them on down. Okay, I'll make sure I don't sharpen them right-handed.
Okay.
That's good to know. I appreciate you letting me know. I just have to turn around backwards to do them. I got them. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I've seen these before, so it doesn't take much.
Yeah, I put a good nick on the top of it.
It happens. You guys.
I let people buy whatever coffee that they know I have.
What's crazy is, oh yeah, shoot, I actually didn't see the nick.
I know it's
To you guys, that's a severe nick. That's how I know you love and care for tools. And then Joe Homeowner hands me one with a thumb chunk out of it.
what do you want me to do with that?
Really? And then he goes, really? $10? Really? Hi. Good. How's it going? Thanks for picking up. You dropping off, huh? Stay down right next to the scissors there. I will take good care of it. I'll be ready for you in about 15 minutes. There we go. Damage done. Damage gone. Market seems a little slower today. Yeah. Last week was my first time I live streamed. Stack upon stack upon stack.
Yeah, that's why I actually didn't put that last week. I saw it, I was like, oh, you're so
All right. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, no complaints, but I literally didn't have a chance to pee or nothing.
I know, that's actually why I come to help my friend, because she does it all by herself. If I didn't show up, she could never get out of her booth.
That's got the polished edge, right? So that's you.
I got those 3, so.
8 for that. That's the family friend discount,
Thank
and then 5 for the little guy, and then what was the third one we did? Was that weird hook
The
thing?
coconut meat tool guy.
Yeah, we're right at I think 18.
Great, so just take that and call it good.
Okay, perfect. I love that. I round down, give a discount, and
Some people, when I used to do coconuts, it's exactly how people would do it. I'd go, yeah, 18, they'd go, sure, just take that, and it always.
I round down, and it comes back as a tip, and we both feel good.
Yeah, it's a good thing about Maui.
It always is.
Thanks, Cliff. I really appreciate your help, man.
Anytime,
Thanks for
okay.
continuing to do what you do, and really appreciate
I appreciate the positive vibes.
Yeah,
Just
man.
as much. Anytime.
Thank you.
Okay, brother.
Have a great day.
See you, man. All right, here we go. Back to. We actually got a little bit of work to do. Look at this big boy. That's cool. Forstner Victorinox. Hey.
Is there like a regular routine that you're here at the market, or is it like one day of the month kind of thing?
I'm always here at this market every Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And then I've also got home drop off and pick up, and I have an online booking so I can come to your house as well.
Cool. And where's home?
What's that?
What town is home in?
Makawao. I'm right here in Makawao town. So I have drop off and pick up from Makawao, or you can book an appointment and I come to your house, or I'm always here.
Right on.
So we got 3 choices for
Awesome.
you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, of course. Got one ding right in the middle. It just shows up. The light just allows you to see it so easy. It's almost gone. There we go.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Hey, how's it going?
good. Dropping off?
Yeah.
If you could set it right to the right of that one, yep.
Yeah.
Give me about 15 minutes. I'll be ready for you.
Okay.
I'm still going off that first Cubitron from this morning. And it looks to me like it's still working the way I want it to, so. Hey there. You can see I got a little bit of work piling up, so I got to kick it. Got any questions? Just go ahead.
You guys make some of your stuff?
These aren't, I'm mostly a sharpener. I have done manufacturing before. I've made a few, but currently I'm not making knives. These are products. The knives there are regular commercial made products. Absolutely. I'm here to take care of everything for you guys. Yeah, of course. Hey. Good. How's it going? All of a sudden I was super slow and now it put me off guard. Now I'm behind.
Well, next week I'll bring you some knives.
Okay. I mean, I'm here every week. This looks like a lot of work, but it's really about 15 minutes worth of work.
Okay.
So I can do it anytime.
Okay, I just forgot mine.
That is surprisingly not uncommon. No, yeah, so it's all part of the deal. The hardest part, it seems to me sometimes, is the remembering part.
Yeah.
But I'll be here every week. And then if you want to, I also have my home shop in Makawao for drop off and pick up. And I do appointments and I do mobile to your house. So you could, click a few buttons and I can pull up to your house. Yeah, it's like no extra charge or anything. It's all part of what I do. Is basically trying to offer as many ways possible for people to take advantage while we're in this weird time. So if you want me to show up with rubber gloves and a hazmat suit to your house, I can do that too. Of course. All right, man, sounds good. You guys still with me over here? 16 degrees for the large chef knife. Ooh, it got warm. It's weird, nobody's coming back for their stuff. So I'm just straightening out the bevel a little bit. Let me get caught up and then I'll check the chat here. Second pair of these I've had today. All right, I think I'm getting caught up. It is edge leading, not truss. Edge leading allows for a stronger. Edge leading only dangerous if you don't use an angle guide. Oh, that's right. These are left-handed. Haha. First step is a course belt. It's used for damage removal. Reset the bevel, change the angle. It does the primary bulk of the work. Second step, first belt is a P120 grit Cubitron. I'm currently out of stock, but these are the belts I sell on my website as well. Second belt is an A30 600 grit Trizac belt. It's for polishing and refining that scratch pattern, leaving that certain amount of toothiness. Third step is a felt belt going edge trailing away with a micron or a rubbing compound, and I lightly touch it just to bring the toothiness together so that you get a really slicey edge, but it's still got some bite to it. These have been ground. This is what the twice as sharp grinder tends to do. Every time it gets used, it takes off a huge amount of material. Sorry, twice as sharp guys watching this, but the little baby bench grinder machine tends to do a lot of stock removal. Technically not freehand. I'm going to use the top of my angle guide as a brace, lock my arm, and pull it across. Hey guys, which was you? You were the... There you go.
I already sold.
Oh, we got to do that. Every serration has been individually reserrated.
Yeah, a few times throughout its life, I'd hit it up with a chainsaw file.
That's why I actually took it. I was going to try, I was demonstrating for my live stream how to do it with the diamond file. And then went, these have got multiple angles. So I took it with a low speed diamond bit. And basically I put the new fresh scallops in there. And if you pull your thumb across the backside, you can just feel just how bitey those damn things are. You're back in action, Dory. And that angle and that tip. I see what you're saying.
It looks real nice, man.
The bevel is.
It's like that.
Well, it was. Yeah, it was funky monkey. It's 16 degrees. It's razor sharp. So you're all set.
Some hard metal too.
It's cool. I love the old spider.
Do you have any oil I could touch?
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I neglected to. I always hit the pivot.
Yeah, I've had it before where like oh yeah.
Sorry, man. I neglected your pivot. That's part of my full service process. Yeah, such a good knife. $8 for that.
I had one before this too that like, you know, I mean, you can probably tell sometimes I use it as a hammer, just like.
Wouldn't do that, dude.
Well, they replaced it one time for me.
Oh, okay.
And then, actually, I lost this one for like a year in a bunch of pots of soil.
Okay. Wow.
And then my cousin found it the year after because he was working with soil.
Wow. It's such a good piece. I collect Spyderco's. I'm a Spyderco fan and owner.
I got that same.
The salt is huge. Here's the $2 back. A couple of the two on the top are actually part of my personal collection. Those are discontinued specialty items and special steels and sexy this and that. But I own a Delica and a Endura that I can hammer with if I want to. Because I don't care about those, but the ones that got the custom handles and shit like that. I mean, I've got a pair of two that I put a mirror polish on the blade. It's just amazing. Anytime you need anything, just hit me up, man. You got it, anytime. Just finishing the scissors here. Where have these been sharpened before?
Those are not mine. That's mine.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were the left-handed scissor gal.
No.
Okay.
No, I have a lot of scissors for you to do.
Alright, well, these are a perfect textbook case of what not to do. Are you dropping off or which
No,
one?
I want to have a conversation with you. I've been meaning to come and talk to you.
Please, come in. Come in.
So I just got a grant from the county.
Okay.
And what part of that grant is putting together a map
Okay.
of all of the small businesses that do things that help us fix, repair, upcycle local products.
Right.
And so I'm doing a map with all of those things, and also we're doing like a little small 30 to 60-second interviews that
Okay.
will go onto a coffee and hopefully like I'm pretty sure the daily news on it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so you were like first on my list.
Wow,
like
really?
I need to go up to the
How did I?
farmer's market.
By the way, I'm live streaming right now, so
Are you?
I've got a bunch of sharpener nerds that I'm gonna go like,
Yeah! Yeah.
oh my God, you
So
get goosebumps,
cool,
yeah.
yeah. So I wanted to like just highlight all the businesses
Yes.
and that there's this like story. There's a thing that connects us, which
That's
is
right.
you know, we can keep our stuff, we keep our things going.
I've been a repairman my whole life,
Yeah.
and computers, copiers, the most complicated electronic
Yeah.
things. I've never had anybody say I appreciate you as much as doing
Really?
this simple job, and it's a heartfelt. And so I'm able to offer this amazing
Right.
service that is affordable and
Right.
is so appreciated. People
Yeah.
are so grateful.
Oh, I
And
love it.
so also part of my huge part of my story
Uh-huh.
is I've got a personal policy for the Maui, because this is so simple
Right.
for me.
Yeah.
Even the people on my live stream are going, holy shit. You know, can we train with you? Because I can just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Are you dropping off? Please set on down. Give me 10 and I'll be ready for you. Thanks, you guys. It's free sharpening for any volunteer food service.
Special delivery.
My minions! My minions return.
There you go.
Thank you, my dear. Okay.
Absolutely.
And your items you need sharpened are, I think I'm doing them right now.
Perfect. I'll be back.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Say that again.
So everything for any volunteer services that are feeding people.
Oh, I run a nonprofit.
So,
It's homeless.
so for anything that's helping
Yeah.
feed people,
Yeah.
I will sharpen your knives for free for the rest of my life.
No, that's wonderful.
So anybody,
Good.
and so there's several churches I've reached out to,
Right.
and you get the idea. The
Yeah.
idea is to be able to have anything anybody needs that's helping other humans
Yeah.
here on Maui.
Yeah,
One, it helps my reputation.
right, it does, yeah.
But two, it helps my karma.
Right, and it's like everything's circular, that's the whole point, right? And so we just are building up.
The more I give, the more I get.
I live that way.
Be careful what you wish for.
I know.
Well,
So my name is Nicole.
Nicole, very good.
I move super slow, so it might even be like I'll be back up.
Okay.
And I started this week. I just got the money. I was supposed
Okay.
to get it in July.
Okay. It's a resounding
So-
yes.
Okay, awesome.
So put me on the list. Check me off. I'm happy to endorse, support, encourage others as well.
Yeah,
Mulligan's Mike,
yeah.
I'd
Oh, yeah,
like-
that's great. Yeah,
he's doing the volunteer feeding of people.
Right.
And so I'm sharpening his knives for free. And so he's like, don't sharpen my knives for free. And I'm
Yeah.
like, but you're doing this for free.
right,
And this is the time when we all get to help each other.
right. And it'll come back, and he will do something for you at some point or other to pay it forward. And I mean, he was the person who might interview. I'm not going to be the interviewer.
Okay.
Is Auntie Kamiki Carter, and he's been helping her out. She's been doing cooking meals since COVID started, and I've been helping her just how to do it in the nonprofit sense because I run an organization that has been feeding the homeless for like 5 years.
Okay.
So, or we deliver him. So,
Well,
anyway,
well,
so
let's
it's
talk-
all connected.
Call me whenever
I
you
will.
want.
Okay.
Anytime. Like when I'm not at the market. But
Right,
let's
right.
let's
And we'll
talk.
connect.
It's Nicole, right?
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
And my business is the Trailer of Trash. I'm gonna change the name in the next month, but the Trailer of Trash.
To hot dumpster fire.
I'll take it.
Excellent. I can't wait. Anytime. Give me a holler. Hey, sorry. Thanks for waiting.
Yeah. Are you done?
I'm done. Which ones are you? I got this one. Okay,
Yeah.
those are you. Yep.
Yeah.
I could try. Well, they're kind of. So that gal is part of our community outreach. I think she's working with UpCountry.
Oh,
And so they want to interview local businesses that are helping be a part of our community. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's not. It's actually in the steel a little bit,
Oh, I see.
but I got you have a nice little satin finish going there.
Okay, great.
So we got 1, 2, 3. This is 10, 25 altogether.
25?
Yeah, 3 times 8.
Okay.
But this one's actually a 10, so I took it.
Thank you.
I know it adds up. That's a big boy.
Thank you.
Yeah, we did actually put the tip back on the top end, and
Yes.
oh yeah, it's got, you see the pointy tip on that
Yeah.
as well.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
I need that. I have more.
Okay, I'll be ready for you.
Yeah. So you, any knives, it
Oh, yeah.
doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, serrations, everything,
Oh, okay, okay.
all the things.
Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure. Have a great day, dear. Hi, sorry for the wait, guys. Which one's you?
These two, I think we have.
Perfect. These three babies right here.
Just two. I don't know if we mixed.
Did I mix my metaphors?
Yeah, 2 out of 3 of those are mine.
Okay,
The
sorry.
2 nicer ones.
Very nice. How did? Who slipped the? What the? Okay, so this one. So these two.
Yeah.
That's weird. People do when they say put them down, they put them like on top of each other, like they all want to get to know each other. So this was yours, and this, so they have that and that, and I don't remember them coming, which is really bizarre because I do this thing, not unheard of.
Yeah.
First step, gently remove the damage. These are very nice.
That one's a Fujiwara, white marble.
Amazing. Have you done the sharpening on it yourself at all, or?
No, I usually get a professional sharpener.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody with stones, or are they?
They use a machine that I've had you do it.
Okay.
Once, and then another place they use a machine different. But they're like they sell those knives. That's good stuff.
What's that?
They know what they're doing.
Nice. So because this is such a thin blade,
Yeah.
basically what we're doing is putting a 16-degree micro bevel.
Yeah.
It's not a huge, it's just a 16-degree hat on top,
Yeah.
and it's still very small. And the 16 degrees helps to strengthen that very thin little edge, while still allowing you to get good cutting performance. If you go too thin, the thinner you go, the better cutting performance you get. But at a certain point, you can't cut a carrot without it rippling the edge. You know, you can actually have the steel, even though it's steel, it becomes so thin that when you cut the carrot, it buckles the metal. So you want to keep that little edge with a little bit of strength to it.
Yeah, I only use it to cut soft things.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, they're gonna go look for sharks that live in the ocean.
Sharks.
What for?
Because yesterday, like, someone maybe got attacked or bitten by a shark, and they're gonna go fly around and make sure that there's no sharks so they can open the beach.
So like, is that even meaningful?
No, they do it every time. It's so silly.
But they wouldn't see it.
And what do they do? Go shoo, shoo.
They just won't reopen the beach.
Some of the sharks are tracked. They got tracking on them.
Yeah.
And so there's this map where you can watch the little
Right,
dots
yeah.
moving around.
That's crazy.
But they don't travel together that much, do they?
No. So they got all these different. So 15 total. Perfect.
It's also like, I think it's the Great Whites that they have the tracking device on, right?
My thing has died. Do you have any cash technology?
I have Venmo.
Yeah, we can do Venmo. Is that, I apologize, you guys. My thing died on me. Sorry.
That's fine. Who should I pay?
App. You go with the phone number?
I can, I think. Yeah, I can do a phone number.
808-344-0005. Yeah.
That should work. It's 344-0005.
Yeah, thank Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys. Hey, sorry about the.
Confirm recipient. Cliff?
Yep. Alrighty. Easy. Perfect. Awesome, you guys. Thank you. Enjoy. Thanks for bringing those beautiful things in.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great rest of your
Thank
weekend.
you. This is you?
Yes, that's me too.
But this wasn't you. Is this you? This one, somebody stuck this one in. I don't know where or when it came from. I tried to give it to them, and they're like, that's not ours.
It's super cool. I love that wooden sheet.
You know, the wooden sheet that said, this is.
Yes. I got two.
That's scalp.
years to
That's
take
scalp.
care of.
That's scalpel razor blade. That one took a nasty edge. I like nasty in a good way.
Yeah.
This one too.
Yeah?
Yeah, very bitey.
Yeah. There were some birds
Little
on
birds.
both of these.
There you go. Those two, the Messies, are just in a whole nother league of expensiveness. They're like the highest end on the planet.
Wow.
Is that Japanese steel?
They are, it's SG2 crucible steel, the latest cutting edge technology. So you got German engineering, you got Japanese artistry put together with the latest in crucible technology.
Very cool.
And you feel free to pick them up. They're a unique experience just to hold.
Wow.
Yeah, they are amazing. And we are even Steven, because you brought me coffee and I like you. Yeah. And
Gladly pay it forward.
For anybody watching still, whoever brings you coffee,
take care of them. Yum. Cheers.
It's tasty.
Yeah.
It's so good. I don't usually get half and half. Thank you. And you
Oh, you're sweet.
absolutely.
Ma'am.
But it really is some of the best coffee ever.
I know, it's smooth. But you gotta watch it because it'll make you give you the hitchy twitchies if you're not careful.
Yeah.
It gets to the giddy ups and goes.
Yeah, noticeable.
Well, enjoy your thing, and if anybody asks, let me give you a good. Yeah, have a great day, guys. If anybody asks out at your cutting party,
Yeah,
here's a couple cards. You can go get. Here's a guy. I know a guy that knows a guy.
totally. It's huge. How fun is it going out to Hana regularly?
If you like being a race car driver, it is a lot of fun. Once a month is going to work good for me, but I'm going to take a break for a couple months.
Makes sense.
You know, but then when I come back, everyone will be excited to see me. The reception has been good. I mean, it's a long day. It's 4 hours plus driving, plus a 3-hour market. It's a badass day.
Wow.
But also you get a new experience. And
Go for a swim?
I need to go out a little early and actually give myself a. We should talk. I don't know where the secret spot is to go splunk-a-dunk anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm driving by a spot. I probably should just go.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You know, which mile marker?
There's like, oh, you know, Hana V? Although there's not very many parking spots.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the spots I used to go are now tourist attractions. And so, hey there.
Are you Clifton?
Cliff Ford.
Oh, Clifford.
Yeah, it's okay. But
I'm Marianne. I called you yesterday and you called me back.
oh yeah. Oh, look at you. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead. I will take care of you.
I'll just go shop and
Go.
come back and see where you're at.
Yeah, I'll be ready for you by the time you get back. Unless you're a really quick shopper. Okay. See you then.
weird day. It was weird day. It was super slow for about an hour, half hour or so, and now I got kind of a constant stream going. Um, Unfortunately, I had to cancel my stream this morning when I had 20 people watching, and so I think I lost about half of you guys then. Thank you, No Trust. I appreciate that. It's true. There is a learning curve. I would not disagree with anything you've said. Yeah, even with that slow. Last week was busier though. But this week I got 13 pounds. I gotta talk to the guy. I don't need 13 pounds of magnets. He bought a truck off me, so I think he's trying to work a trade back with me. Hey guys, you got any questions? Just ask. I'm gonna which one's you? Okay, perfect. I missed it. Actually, I usually try and connect with everybody that drops something off, and I remember you coming, but I didn't see which one you dropped. And then somebody else was like, "That's not our knife," and I'm like, "Oh." So I'm glad you came back. They always come back. Sorry, I tried to give it away. I don't normally do that. There's some real nice ones over there. We don't have very big selection right now, but we will.
When I dropped my knife off, this thing was like, that was nice.
There's some beauties in here today.
I just bought this guy.
Which one?
I just bought this one.
Oh, you did. You got a Kikurichi.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. When did you get it? Right before Christmas?
I think it's right after. Right before. Yeah,
They're so amazing. The reception to me having knives has been so good that I've got, this is the prototype, that little metal bar is going to be part of a huge display that goes over this whole wall. And so this whole wall, I had to ask permission from Neil, and he said if I hang it and clip it and lock it into place, I can put up a reinforced board and then put that, and it'll all just be all knives. And that'll be really fun. So that's my project for the next week or two. And then I can have a little bit more variety as well. I'm missing a whole section of the, like these here, like the Wusthof and Globals and things like that. I really want to have a little bit bigger selection. Some people aren't. I kind of like them, but there's different. There's different ones.
Yeah. That was my first knife. That one.
This one?
Yeah. I was like, this starts.
Look at that. Yeah, I leave them with a sticky bite on them. As per the sushi chef guy. If you like a more polished edge, I can always do a more polished edge.
Very pretty.
But if you like a slicey edge, that's what we usually try to go for.
Beautiful. I'll come with you. I'm just gonna fan.
Yep. I have a buddy that brings me a breakfast empanada every day. And we split it, so I only have to eat only half the guilt or whatever. $8 for $7 if you want $7. $6. My thing died.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Oh, no.
6 is fine. Your kind and gentle spirit has allowed the price to.
Yeah, I mean, last time I was here, I spent like almost $300.
That's right. Forget I'm very ethereal when it comes to like that. I'm a Capricorn. I'm a redneck raised by hippies. No, actually, it's true. My dad was a redneck and my mom was a hippie. So I can look you in the eye and go, it's cool. We'll see you next time. Yep. Cutco serrations? Wasn't that a question somebody was asking?
Okay, about 5 feet. 3 feet. 2.5 feet. They're all good. Keep going.
I'm okay. Yeah, can you walk in there?
Oh my God!
That's intended. Two-face.
Oh my God! I think the trace back. This is her gift to me for helping her set up her tent.
Wow. Look
Yeah.
at that gift.
That is a guy trying to pay off his truck debt to me. I don't need.
Those are amazing, but they hold a premium.
Hey there! I don't need 13 pounds of Mac nuts. 1 second, guys. Yes, they are. That's amazing. Our vendors here are the best in the whole world. That's that gal right across the way, right there. Oh my God.
Wife's gonna love it.
That's spectacular. Which one's you?
That one.
These ones. Okay, I'm doing a live stream and I'm demonstrating. These are Cutco, and you have to do very special techniques to get the Cutco serrations in place. There was a little bit of some yellow.
Yes.
That's turmeric.
I'm trying to. I don't know if it'll come off with just the rubbing alcohol or if I need to do something a little bit more.
I
I know we've had trouble with it.
don't remember what we did, but yeah, we juice, so that's my main method. Cutting up carrots and herbs.
So what I have is this little buffing wheel here. Or as I call it, the great eraser. And it deletes problems like that. So there's the first one. Very proud to give that back to you like that. That is a special thing to do Cutcos.
We love our Cutco.
And then this one, this is a different looking piece here.
That's a cheese knife.
What's that?
It's a cheese knife. No, it doesn't. I mean, it's probably. I don't know if it'll use it.
Well, it does, yeah.
I use it a lot.
Yep. And then I'll just come over here. The trick is to be gentle. Everything gets a hit with some isopropyl rubbing alcohol, give it a clean and a disinfect. Of course, isopropyl evaporates, leaves no residue and all that. And it became rarer than gold about 10 months ago.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
yeah,
Yeah.
that-
I
with
found
the
I found a gallon of it. And
Oh.
I paid $100 for the gallon.
Oh.
The stuff that used to be able to buy at Long's Drugs for
Yeah.
$1 a
Yeah.
bottle.
Isn't that? I mean, I don't know. That's.
It's still not-
Like price gouging to me,
And
but
my credit card thing
Oh.
died. Can you guys? Do we have other options?
yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
15. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. You know, my super high-tech little thing's about, I gotta remember to charge it before market day.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how that goes.
You guys are all set. Enjoy. Happy juicing.
Thank you. Appreciate
What
it.
kind of juice do you guys use?
Sir, it is the front one.
It's not the little spinny Lane one, is it? Or is it a
No,
cold,
no.
is it a cold presser?
Yeah, it's a heavy bag. We bring it. We're from Portland. I don't know if you remember, but we were here for 6.5 weeks, so we bring it with us. So
Interesting. Oh, you actually pack it with you.
put it in our carry-on. Yeah.
Wow.
They questioned it whenever we check in, but
Right.
um,
Thank you.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
It's gotta be one of the big heavy duty
Yeah,
ones.
it was like $450.
Yeah.
We've used it. Well, I was over here and did research while we were on vacation here 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Ordered it before I got home. We started juicing it and haven't juiced ever since. So.
Amazing. Well, and at least here you can
Oh,
actually.
that's great.
You know what? Because I work these. You saw the flowers the gal gave me. Every week they hand me more fruit than I can actually eat, and I don't have a proper juicer.
Oh, you should. Yeah, they say. Well, at the beginning they say, well, if you're just starting, you can try this, but
We have one of those little. We have one of those little Jack LaLanne ones that with the spinny basket.
and then you end up not using it because it doesn't.
I don't like to clean out all the pulp out of that stupid basket all the
Well,
time.
unfortunately, that is part of it. But,
A little grater thing.
yeah, but
They recommended the squish kind.
Huh?
Do you know what I mean?
Yep, I know what you mean.
The
Old
old
style, yeah.
It's just basically it's a mechanical press.
Yep.
yeah.
And it doesn't break and it just squeezes
Yeah.
the juice out. You can just go.
Yeah, we
But
don't have
that's
much
more
waste.
but that's more for fruits, right?
It is. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not.
Veggies, hard veggies, and turmeric.
Yes, we do a lot of
vinegar.
carrots, celery.
Yeah.
It would be almost primarily exclusively for oranges.
Yeah. That I could see, but yeah, for what we do, we need the bigger pan.
Well, I'm on a super new health kick, so because I went way too far off the lazy butts end of the spectrum, and so I'm getting into fasting and juicing and.
Sure.
And what we're talking about is actually, I'm feeling a craving, so it's a good thing to feel it.
Yes, and I have it juices around here. I didn't get one because we didn't have them the whole thing.
It's such a supportive environment.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, you
We love
guys.
it up here. Thank you.
Anytime. Welcome. Good to see you guys again.
Are you here every week?
I am.
Awesome. I'm gonna bring my knife next time. You're so cool.
I try to be really consistent so you can count on me being here.
Okay, cool.
And it takes me 10 to 15 minutes. The prices of everything is under $10.
Awesome.
Laser sharp, razor sharp, world class, high quality, happiness,
Great.
and
Amazing.
I'm running out of steam. It's been a long morning. We get here about 5. Get here about 5:30.
Yeah, I have what knives do I have some Woodstock knives.
Yep.
And the blade basically.
Crumble?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Why?
And shuns also, it can be because the angle is too low, and then depending on the steel, the edge will actually become crumbly.
Yeah. That's
Or
exactly
chip-
what
or
happened.
chip.
And now it's just dull.
So what we do is I've got a special angle I put on here. I'm trying to think if I got anything to show you that I've sharpened, not at the moment. If the angle's too low, you get crumbly, but you want the best slicing performance you can. So 16 degrees is right about the right angle. It'll be laser sharp, and it won't have that problem again. I can almost guarantee it. So with a couple swipes, we remove the damage, we rechange the angle, and then it's good to go without having that happen in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you anywhere else? Like on island?
I have a home shop in Makawao.
Oh, yeah?
So we can do drop off and pick up from the
Oh,
home
okay.
shop. And
Maybe
then
I'll just take you. Do you have a card?
I do.
Or
I got new
try to
cards
queue up?
coming, but I got one.
Awesome.
New
Cool.
cards coming. And then I also have a online booking service, so I come to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have 3 options. I'm here every week. You can drop them off at the house and pick them up, or you can just push a few buttons, and I literally do a front door service for no extra charge.
Cool. I'm in
Seems
Haiku,
like
so
seems like that'd be the no-brainer.
that definitely seems like a no-brainer.
Except, well, and it hasn't really happened yet. Like, I won't go to haiku for one knife,
Yeah.
you know, and I probably won't go to. One guy's called me out. It was deep haiku, and it was down through a gully and a ravine, and up another gully and a ravine. And I
Yeah.
went, all right,
Yeah. No, that's not us.
that's not. So whatever. And I told basically when you set up an appointment, and I come to haiku. I need to get my button gear and go to haiku anyways, and so it's the perfect spot to start with.
Okay.
So I come into you, and then I go and spread the sharpening to the rest of the haiku.
Awesome. Okay.
All right,
Well,
you guys.
thank you.
Anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I talk too much. These are all chipped out. But it does take a couple passes. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to swap belts. I'm going to do my first belt swap of the day. Okay, fresh felt. Let's go. Two nice swipes back and forth each side, but there's still just a touch of the chipping out damage from before. So it's going to take one more swipe. A little bit of bolster work. Rounded off my bolster, make sure I got a nice edge going all the way up. I tend to get rid of a little bit of material here and then make sure it comes up to a nice needle point tip. Got a tip missing from this one. Angry Bird, I thought you went to bed. Yeah, that's a Veal 1x30. It's designed to attach to the side of a bench grinder. So I've attached it to a sewing machine motor. And then this lever right here is my on off. It's got digital speed control. The digital's right here. I got it set at 2500, but then you can adjust this just by moving the lever. It's pretty slick, except for the multiple components and the wiring all in the back. I kind of like it, and you can actually make it reverse. If you push the buttons, you can make it go in reverse. It takes a minute. You can't just flick a switch. But all in all, that's what I use. I've been using this for almost a year and a half now. I'm still trying to decide if it's going to make it into the design for my own prototype machine I want to offer. It rock and rolls. It's quiet, it's powerful, and it's got that variable speed built right into the lever. I mean, I could care less. I could care less about the Veal. I'm not impressed with the whole belt changing system. The distance between here and here isn't quite where I like it to be. The angle guide's the same angle guide I'm using on the other ones. It's just a belt machine. It's just a couple pulleys and a motor, right? So, anyways, rounding the heel. I do bolster reduction to make sure that it hits flat on the bottom. You can see the bolsters up here. And then when I sharpen and remove the damage, you got to remove the bolster. You got to remove the heel, round it off. Do whatever you're gonna do there. Some guys grind it flat. Some guys grind it in a bevel. I like to smooth polish it, round it in like it looks like it just came from the factory. As you guys can see, it's a lot quieter than it was last week, which is kind of cool. Let me finish these up and then I'll come check chat. Hey, just finishing up. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I do. Where have you had those scissors sharpened before?
A guy at Singer, one of those places.
Okay. How many times have you had them sharpened?
Oh, 3 times.
Okay.
Not everybody could do them right.
No. So there's actually a couple different machines that sharpen scissors, and one of them that is popular is called this little grinder machine. And the little grinder machine, if you look from the back, you can really see how much material has been removed. And so I try to reduce the amount of material that gets removed every time. And
Oh, good. I haven't been able to cut them all the way through.
yeah, paper towel seems like, I mean, you can go with a finer cloth, but depending on what you're cutting, if you're cutting chiffon or felt, paper towel seems to always be a pretty good, a fluffy one.
I use a piece of flannel sometimes.
Flannel.
Or heavy cotton.
People do different things with them. And actually, I was holding them the right
I
hand.
make clothing.
Right.
And so
Once,
I haven't been able to really use them to cut out a pattern. It's
if it
been
was
really
me,
hard.
if it was me, I would loosen them a little bit, but you got personal preference, so I'll let you. There you go. They're all set. $8. Did I put them in wrong? I did. There we go. Nope, out of 20. I'm glad you came back. Towards the end of the day, I started looking at, like, this one was left here an hour and a half ago. Sometimes they go in the drawer and I see them next week.
Yeah, there you go. But I don't know. But you did a great job on my palm, my knife.
Excellent.
I cut myself 3 times. It's this time.
Yeah, you know what? Today's the day I've been getting I cut myself more often than normal. So I'll take it as a
Compliment.
a mark of solidness.
It's nice to have sharp knives.
Absolutely. Anytime I can help, just let me know. You bet.
it's getting warm now. It started out with it's cold and in the dark. Cold here is in the 50s. But when you're wearing tank top or jean shorts, 50 degrees is kind of chilly for the morning, especially with the cold air in the morning. The mountain air comes down from up above where it's 40 degrees, and so you get this nice bitey wind coming down the mountain. There she is. Yes, ma'am. That is the plan. Is that they should really wind. Come on, man. Did you notice the wind there was no wind. If I can get the wind to cooperate. I can't cut a moving object. They are sharper than snot. Let's just leave it at that. And then I got two more here. How many were there all together? I forgot to count. You caught me right as I was doing that.
4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do you need more time?
No, they're good.
Okay.
$40. My card thing is dead.
Okay, no card. I have a account.
Okay. I gave you a super cash discount. Basically charged $6 and I instead of 7, so same again.
How's the Waldorf school working for you?
Waldorf has been good. This year has been interesting because we've got one kid that's at Maui Elementary, and so we've kept both of them out full time. So we've been full distance for the whole year, and it's been a little difficult, but I mean, the kid's doing okay, but it's the last year of junior high school, and I'm hoping that he can go back at least for some physical connection at some point with the kids there.
Yeah.
You know, I know some of the kids are there half time now, and some it's partial distance learning.
Right.
But with the risk involved, perceived risk, and with my partner, it's a mutual decision, so you have to go with whoever's the lowest the comfort level of the person that's lowest. And respect and honor that, and you know, and what's actually the short answer is the report from Miss Nelson, our kid's teacher, Sarah, said she's amazed at how remarkably well he's done being full distance learning. And what's happened is that even at the age of 12 or 13, he's accepted responsibility for his own quality and quantity of work, and not having to babysit or micromanage. And it's even extended out into his own personal, I think he's going through some changes too. And so hygiene, he's in the everything's got to be cleaned and wiped. He cleans his own bathroom. He gets upset if you screw up his stuff. He's being very together. And it's really a pleasure. But there's still that physical connection that, you know, this whole year, I wonder about the quality of the connection when the kids are there together, just because everyone's kind of masked up or whatever. And, you know, there's connections, but they're not rolling around in the grass wrestling each other.
Right.
You know, it's all temporary. That's the main thing. Is we've tried to instill that we keep our energy positive, our attitude good, and this will all be a memory. And we will all get through it, and it'll all be gone. And then we'll keep on keeping on. So, my pleasure. Thanks for stopping in. All right, you swashbuckling swabbies. I wish I could see who's here. Can I click this little button? No, it won't let me see. It actually won't list me who is watching. Hey, there's a guy that looks like me. That's weird. Yeah, I see 13 too. Oh, that sounds like my daughter. Hello, daughter.
Here, Katie, show mom this. Ask mom if she wants 13 pounds of Mac nuts. Here's my neighbor, John.
Hey, aloha,
There's John.
the beekeeper.
Beekeeper. It's like a cast of characters around here. We got Bee Man and Knife Man and
And we got Macadamia Nut Man.
we got Macadamia Nut Man.
That's a
Holy-
lot of Mac nuts.
It's way too much. It's a ridiculous amount. What time is it, John? Yeah, see, today's a lot quieter. No, it's not. If you step out of, I'm in the van, and so the noise doesn't travel that far. When I put on the big machine, I usually close the side door. You guys want? I'm done work. All my work's caught up at the moment, and that's really a rare thing. But if you want, I'll step out. We can go look around at the front end. I can show you the front where the customers come in. I can show you my knife displays and the check-in part. It does. The twice as sharp carves a gully in there. Yeah, let's go. Unfortunately, I can't flip the thing around. Hold on a second. I'll try not to make us motion sick here. All right, I'm just gonna flip it around, and so I'm just gonna assume you guys are gonna see what I'm pointing at. All right, let me climb out. Woo. I'll go. Yeah, it's a huge farmer's market. Let's go ahead and I'll go show you the booth. Oops, excuse me. Somebody left me a coconut. That's nice. I'll go throw that in the back. There we go. So this side is the knife display side, and we're going to put here a wall that'll hang up and attach, and then the knives can sit on magnetic sheaths here. I think that's the way that'll work. So I'm going to build a nice wall that'll attach here. So I'll have a nice big display for knives on this side. And this side has got a cabinet. It's got lighting. I got to work on the power. There we go. We have some high-end customs down at this end. And then we go down into ZTs, Kershaws, Spydercos. There's a Steelcraft Sabenza. What am I trying to say? Well, it's a Steelcraft for a bodega. A couple little mini Spydercos. I'm a little bit short on my supply right now. Got a cool poster. You can pick those up at Amazon.com if you're lucky. You guys see that all right? It's a big market. The tents by Euromax and custom logos.
If you have a complaint, there's a phone number on it. I'm not confident, but you know.
It's a little messy again. I gotta clean up. But that's it. There's not really a lot of extra room here. This side is my knife sharpening side. And then there's room on the end. I put a scissor machine on the end sometimes. When I'm out sharpening for salons, I got a different setup. Here at the end, a table goes in here right here. I've got little things that pop out, and then I can put a little pop-in little table top that fits in here flush. Hopefully that wasn't too horrible. Yeah, that's an issue. I've got a Hero 2 and a Kotoku twin head. The Hero 2 is my first one. Now it's a backup machine. It just sits there. But the Kotoku twin head, it's a good machine. They're both great machines. And I do worry about people stealing the knives. So the cheap ones are on the outside. Everything has paid for itself. It's been a progressive step by step. The first 1x30 machine paid for the second one, and then they expanded out, and the backups. The first 2x36 grinder paid for the second 2x36 grinder. The Hero 2 paid for itself. Big electromagnet on the table. I think the new knife display is going to be really nice because they will be on the wall and almost like a spider web. If anybody tries to pull one off, it's going to make the whole thing move. And we got a pretty good crowd around here. I also got pretty good peripheral vision growing up in the tourist industry. I don't know if you'll notice, but while I'm sharpening, even over here, I can see somebody out of the corner of my eye. Horizontal, guys that sharpen horizontal exclusively are going to be edge trailing, because if you're in a horizontal, the belt's moving away. You would never sharpen horizontally with a belt moving towards your stomach, I hope. Edge leading is only dangerous if you're not using an angle guide. Well, I mean, you know, there's inherent dangers in everything, buffers and everything else, but edge trailing, moving away from you, horizontal is one of the preferred methods. I've shown it in some of my videos because then you can look down and you can watch the big feather burr pull up real easy, and you know when you're apexed by the burr coming together, and then you scrape the burr off, buff the burr off. Edge leading, I hold the blade with the edge up and the belt going down, and that way with the light shining down, I can see the apex, and I can tell the minute that it's done, the damage is done. Sorry. There you go. And also vertical does do space savings. When I take the mask off, it actually hurts my ears. It pulls back here. So, anyways, hopefully you guys can hear me. So yeah, edge leading, edge trailing. The light is critical. Especially if you're doing, I mean, there's different types of sharpening. If you're going edge trailing, thanks, Mr. Plod. If you're going edge trailing, it doesn't really matter. Edge trailing, big burr, you can see it. You scrape it off, you buff it off, you get a polished edge. Everyone goes, you know, that's nice. It slices paper and shaves hair. If you're trying to get a toothy edge and control the edge with the tooth, edge leading allows you to get a better control of that strong burr formation and then refine it and bring it together while still keeping the tooth. That's the way I describe it anyways. And when you're edge leading and you're watching that top edge, you can see the minute that the light reflects it, it'll kick that little burr over. And that's when you know you've apexed, is when that little burr kicks over on the top. So it's a little burr, but it reflects the light. Any chips or dings in the edge will still remain. And so that's how you know you need to flip it over and do one more pass. But you're not doing more excessive grinding than is necessary. And that's one of the reasons why I say the method is actually more precise than other techniques sometimes, is because of the reflection in the light, you know the instant. There's no heat issues with belts, especially on the coarser grits and when you're varying your speed. The stock Harbor Freight 1x30 is a little beast of a machine. 3,400 RPMs is, there's a huge difference between 3,400 RPMs and 2,500 or 2,000. There's a massive, it's not just a linear, I don't think the curve is a straight linear heat. You know, if you hold it for 5 seconds at 1,500 RPMs, does that equate to 2.5 seconds at, you know, twice the speed? I think the faster you go, it's a squared time decrease. Does that make sense? If I could hold it at 2,000 RPMs for 5 seconds, let's say, at 4,000 RPMs, I could maybe hold it for 1 second, because things get really hot. The faster and faster you go, things get more and more hot, because you're not allowing enough time for heat dissipation. Again, no scientific, you know, that's a whole nother live stream. If anybody is aware of the French research paper on heat damage from belts. So the Harbor Freights these Harbor Freights are all variable speed. They've got variable speed motors attached. Yeah, the final Harbor Freight is for stropping with felt. And the second step is a refinement step. So the first step removes damage and sets the profile angle, and then you stop. The second step is really just polishing with an abrasive sandpaper polish to refine that edge without removing any more material. Third step is a light stropping step, and walk away. I mean, you know, feel free. I'm not done. I still try new things, and if I want to put a polished edge on, I can just flip around and hit it on the polishing wheel. But that way you can put a razor blade edge on, a bitey edge, an extra toothy edge. You got all these choices for edges just by the amount of stropping or polishing that you choose to do. Oh, I hid chat. There we go. Chat's back. Yeah, they're modded. Yeah, most customers are. I mean, that ultimately, your average customer just wants to be able to cut a tomato. Often, when I started with the Wicked Edge, and I'd spend 3 hours, and I mean, under a microscope. It's like building a sandcastle grain by grain by grain.
Aloha.
Hi.
Are you sharpening?
I'm talking to my friends.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm live streaming to all the other knife nerds.
Oh, that's awesome.
Excuse me, guys. I gotta go work now.
How you doing?
Good.
Hi, sweetie. Hi.
Same rainbow set.
I love it.
Did you get the? You said you were going to get the sharpener.
I've got samples coming. You know, everything's like twice hard when you're dealing with a foreign country and foreign languages.
Yep.
And I it was so frustrating. I put it down.
Okay.
And then I picked it up again, the communication channels, and I reached out, and it's like I just cut right through like butter. And this gal spoke really good English,
Oh, wow.
and she's like, "I've got the samples you need. I send them out now." And I said, "Okay." And so they're coming,
Cool.
and the price is right, and the products are coming.
Cool.
The samples coming,
Yeah.
and then I'll bring them in by the boatload. I'll bring in like 100, and then I'll have them.
Awesome.
This week's project. This is going to be a wall that's going to have knives displayed on it.
Oh, cool. Is that magnet?
Yeah, magnetic. And then it'll be covered in cloth. And so I'll have this nice wall. It's going to have that perforated material so it doesn't catch the wind like a wind.
With a bunch of knives.
Yeah. So that's a huge concern is that I can build it, frame it, attach it, and secure it, and then and all the knives will be up on display.
Cool.
And I talked to Neil about it. This is my first thing was to say, "Hey Neil, I'm thinking about putting a big knife wall that hopefully won't blow away." And
You put it on this side, then it just goes through the.
so it just go right through the tar. Well, if I build it right, it will be a non-safety issue.
Yeah, perfect.
I will see you back here and give me 10 minutes. I'll have them ready.
Perfect. Come on, so let's go see Sharpening things. Thank you.
You bet, you guys.
She comes about once every month or so. Taste the rainbow. So even nicer is when I've seen them before. It doesn't matter that they're colored or whatever. I can just tell by looking at them. There's no huge damage. There's no huge dings. I know these are already at the same angle that I've already shopped. I love my Wicked Edge, man. There's nothing that scratches the OCD itch like spending 3 hours perfectly lapping film flat polish to a flawless mirror edge. Dude, it's so satisfying. I got some info for you on those. I mean, I went about as far as you can go with the Wicked Edge. I did modifications to my machine. I even got I got extra bushings that'll help take the existing rods and make them fit on the paddle tighter so that you get rid of that little bit of micro slop on there. Hit me up. I'll send you some. I'll just put them in an envelope to you. Message me, on Facebook or something if you can. I did a thing, the angle limitations, I got rid of that problem too. I can take mine down to 0. I just put a bar right in front of the clamp. I'll post you some pictures, or you can go to the Wicked Edge forum and look under mods. Anyways, so these are previously sharpened by me. And this is the beauty of having a dedicated clamping angle that works. Some people say every knife's got a different angle. Well, 16 degrees is my all-purpose angle. And whatever, that's my choice. But that means that this knife's already been sharpened at 16 degrees. So how much effort is it going to be for me to re-bevel it since it's already at the same bevel angle? Now we're talking an absolute minimal amount of material has been removed to get it re-apexed. I'm going to pull the heel down on this one just a little bit. Okay, that's the hard work.
So we're getting towards the end of the day here, I think. But so here's an example of that process that I just repeat over and over again. I can take my thumbnail, run it down the blade. I don't feel any chips or dings, so I know I've removed all the damage. That's when I do that. I'm checking just to make sure I didn't miss a little bump. I can feel it. I can feel how sticky it's grabbing. I can feel the drag on my thumbnail. It's got a mild drag, slight drag. If I wanted to, I try not to do hair tests anymore, but it's sticking to the hair. I don't need to shave my hair. Then I can check with a piece of paper. And it's got that slicey edge. It's not polished. This is what a polished edge will do. That's it. Okay, that same edge that was just really coarse going through the paper should now, my paper's fighting me here. See, there's still some bite to that too. But you see how easy it's slicing the paper? I mean, that's push cutting. If you want it to be slicier, I can, yeah, cigarette paper. That's a cute trick. I think this could do that. Well, right. So what I was starting to say was my I need a better analogy, but sandcastles. You're stacking up these grains of sand piece by piece, and the first time you use it, the edge is already getting blunted. So you align these molecules perfectly, and then when you start working on a daily basis, you see just how blunt and damaged these knives are. Rebevel them, apex, remove the burr, leave a tooth, hand it back to them, and they're just going to use it. Aligning it, I mean, getting it to cut that cigarette paper is the most polished edge you can imagine. Look, there's no bite on this edge now. It's like glass, but it'll pop hair right off the back of my hand. But is that the most functional edge for a knife in a kitchen? Maybe, if that's what you want. I like a bitey edge.
I do, yeah.
If they want a polished edge, you saw how hard that was. 1, 2. There you go, polished edge. The grits, lost it. There we go. Mr. Plod, the grits are 120 grit Cubitron, A30 Trizac, 600 grit. So I go 120 grit, 600 grit, and then a light stropping step with some micron diamond polish or rubbing compound or both. All this is available on our website at currycustomcutlery.com, except for right now the Cubitrons are back ordered because somebody forgot to include them in his order of his latest shipment. Yeah, it's good. And of course this steel. Yeah, this customer here comes every three months or so. I also give her a deal because she once I see a customer and then they come back on a regular basis and they're happy with their products, they're going to become a repeat customer. I give them a couple bucks off. currycustomcutlery.com. The new website should be up and running soon, and I should have the Cubitrons for the full product line and new products coming too. This year is going to be an amazing year, you guys. That's why I'm just starting to do a little fun, having some live streams. Really appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out, and hopefully it's kind of cool. I lost a subscriber. They said, "Who wants to sit around and watch a guy sharpen for 3 hours?" And several people went, "I do." So here we are. Try to give you guys some information. You guys are asking the right questions. You know, it's good stuff. I'm gonna clean these up, and then I think it's about time to head out here. Shipping cost, shipping out to customers, I do flat rate. Small box fits most orders of 1x30 belts. It's $8 to ship out. It takes 2 to 5 days to get wherever it needs to go. Medium sized flat rate box is $15. The serrated knife process, it depends on the knife. I did a Cutco. I did a couple Cutcos. I did a couple different ones today. You can go very shallow and light from the backside, pull up a burr. It will round over the serrations slightly over time. You can do a combination of some different filing techniques where you hold the file still and I probably should do it this way. So you hold the file still and move the knife up and down horizontal, maintaining the same angle. Idler tires, Trude idler tires for the 1x30 are back ordered until March. I'm working on custom wheels right now and having them manufactured. I got prototypes being sent to me, and the prototypes look similar to the prototype 1x30. I'm actually trying to get a whole custom 1x30 machine designed and put together with the DC motor, but something like this that's actually got a nice rubber tire to it, a precision bearing, and an aluminum. I think it will have aluminum on it. Those are something I'm working on being manufactured. So just having a new drive wheel for the 1x30 and idler tires for the 1x30 would make it like a whole new machine with a variable speed motor. And then I'm working on some custom frames as well, and still trying to keep it affordable, because I want to try and make it so anybody can purchase this stuff without it being $1,000, right? And there isn't anything out there except for the Rikon, which I use at home. Is the Rikon variable speed 1x30, works just fine. It gets hot, but it's $180. Yeah, and a custom angle guide besides this 1x30. Hey there. How you doing, hon?
You like the banana bread?
We do.
Yeah.
Actually,
There's 2 with chocolate, and then 2 without. Oh my God. Is that enough? How many family? I don't even know.
there's 2 kids and my wife,
Oh, okay. So there's 4.
and me. I'm almost the size of 2 people these days.
Oh, you want another one?
No.
Oh, come on.
I'm trying to, actually I've been super fasting all week.
Oh, yeah.
I'm losing weight. I've lost 7 pounds.
Oh, nice. Okay.
7 pounds, 40 to go.
You want some oranges?
You know what I need? I need a line on where to get a press, a squeezer juicer press. Just the name of it.
The name. Okay. Well, I can text you of the orange juicer press.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think they sell them at Costco.
Because that'd be a life change. If I had an orange juicer press, I wouldn't feel.
Yeah.
I had to take and dump a bunch of stuff again last week. We can't eat it quick enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Press helps. Yeah. Just like having.
All right.
blades.
Let me. I think I've got a Costco run planned.
Yeah.
I mean, like I need to go. I don't want to go, but I've got to go. So if you can send me the link or send me the name if you know it.
I'll just send you a picture. I think.
Okay.
I'm
And
not
then.
even sure now if that one came from there or where.
But I've heard somebody else said. I think your daughter said Costco had it.
I think, but maybe not all the time. Okay.
Well, I'll have to check. Anyways, well, we'll see. But I appreciate that. Thank you.
You want anything else?
No, we're good.
You're good?
Yeah, we're good. I think we still got stuff in the fridge too.
Okay.
That's why we got to start pressing.
Yeah.
If I was pressing, I was hitting orange juice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easier on.
Then it'll be easy on me. All right, Sherry. Thanks, hon. Here she comes. Super family.
Thank you, Steve.
Next. How about purple? Uh-oh. And for a little Santoku. Is this yours? This looks like your size. Be careful. Oh, sorry. There we go.
All right.
I forgot I did it. I'm so out of it. How many was it? 5 times 5, Super duper, super cool secret price.
Yeah, Z, will you like to give this to my wife? Say thank you?
Not, no, like she's like, oh, someone gave her like $3 once, and she's like, look, Uncle gave me some tickets.
How old now?
4. She turned 4 in December.
Thank you.
Paper.
Yep.
Woo.
You want some long beans? Okay.
Nice.
We'll give you that.
You guys are awesome.
You
I
too.
didn't realize I was streaming. I didn't realize it's about time to head home today. Have a great day, you guys.
Yeah, you too. Aloha. Come on,
I think that's it, guys. I didn't realize it was about that time of day. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the angle guide should be slightly narrower than the belt, and that way bolsters on both sides. There's not, you don't have clearance issues, and nobody makes that. Somebody should make that. I'll get a crew on that right away. Yeah, you bet, you guys. Hey, that was really fun. I appreciate everyone hanging out. I got to see some new people. And anybody you guys want to hit me up, I'm on social media. I'm on Facebook all the time. You can message me. I know. And I'll try and get these Cupitron belts in as quick as possible. Yeah, my pleasure, you guys. This is all, it's a lot of fun too. I get to share it. I know a lot of guys don't share their stuff. And I am working on a training program that'll, you know, basically what you see me doing here and what I'm trying to share with you guys. Imagine a program where it's quiet and I'm talking and we're going in depth with good lighting and good high definition, and we could actually discuss and show all these little things. That's my goal. So basically I'm practicing for that, and I'm using you guys to help me answer the questions you guys want to answer when when I'm going to have this training thing happen. Yeah, or you could just come to Maui. I know it's a rough place to come hang out. I've actually had a guy. He's been here twice, and I've trained him. We've had 2 days together, and he's running a successful business up in Canada, and it's always fun. This ain't a bad place to hang out. You guys, anybody's welcome. Stop by anytime. You guys have a great day, and I really appreciate everybody coming. I'm gonna close it out, and we'll see you guys next time. Yeah, shear training is more expensive. I've paid for it. I've done it twice, and I've been to the mainland 3 times for scissor training, shears, whatever. All right, you guys, I gotta pack up and get out of here. Have a great day, you guys. And let me know if anybody wants some macadamia nuts. I gotta get rid of this 13-pound bag. Email me if you want me to send you mac nuts. Maybe I'll just put them on the store. And I'll start my website. All right, you guys, take it easy.